Hi everyone. Welcome to the new season of Safety Talks. My name is Vera, and I'm the host for this series. This season we're joined by Dmitry Machikhin, co-founder of BitOK, our trusted AML compliance partner. So today we'll be kicking off the series with a clear look at who BitOK is, what their AML and KYC tools actually do, and how they help projects like EarnPark, for example, and their users behind the scenes. So if you've ever wondered how risk checks really work in crypto, this one's for you. So let's jump in. Dmitry, hi, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for inviting.
Thank you. So to start, could you please give us a quick overview of BitOK, what the company does, the scope of solutions you offer, and what sets you apart in the space?
Well, in very general words, B2K is the set of IML, the complete set of IML solutions for crypto. It means that we cover B2C and B2B and sometimes B2G verticals with the lineup of our products, which are Telegram from portfolio tracker to the professional mainly platform for the bigger crypto exchanges. So we have different directions, but the our focus for now is of course KYT, which which is the main product EarnPark is using at the moment, which helps businesses, uh, different kind of businesses. I mean, wallets, exchanges, investment platforms like EarnPark to monitor illicit activity and block suspicious transactions.
Okay, thank you so much. So, from your perspective, what do you think are the key advantages of BitOK and in your AML KYT solutions compared to the other options on the market?
Well, that is an important question for me as a founder because I'm thinking of it like from the morning till from dusk till dawn because that's the main question. That's the main question. What's the difference? Why we are building that? And answering the question, I think our main advantage is that we are product thinking company. We don't. All right, of course, PR is also important. Of course, government relations as well. Of course, sometimes legal and stuff helps you to enter different markets. But the first and the main thing in your company should be products and product oriented thinking. So the most advantage is that we think of our clients, their needs. We try to and we do everything which is needed to cover the uh, the needs of our customers, be it private users or bigger companies. And it's challenging because the demand is huge. All right, say let's take EarnPark. EarnPark needs a lot of chains, and for us, let's take Ton for example as a blockchain. For us to implement Ton and to make it like normally done or perfectly done, it takes a lot of efforts. And you need always to balance from your you balance by between your like actual needs and actual day-to-day routine and the willings of our clients. And it's always like kind of the game. But we are succeeding on that, I think, and that's our main advantage. Maybe because we are still a young company. Uh, Maybe it's because we are mad on what we are building. Let's see. But for the moment, we are the most relevant combination of the ratio of price and quality at the IML market, at the entire IML market, I would say, because you won't find a company with such terms combining with such quality.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Thank you. Um,
Just check.
so, Dmitry, could you please tell us how do you balance compliance, which is Rust, and a smooth user experience for your business clients?
Crypto compliance isn't something new regarding the UI, UX, and stuff. So the most of our team have solid banking and security background. So we understand how beautiful interfaces are look like, and that's why actually we just take the best practices out there and implement inside of our product. So many things are completely new, and this is where we need to stay creative and make like sometimes we do brainstorms uh when it brainstorms regarding new features and new interfaces, but the most of the time we are just exploring banking interfaces and classic compliance uh to just copy best practices, and that's normal because, like I said, crypto compliance doesn't bring something new uh, when we are talking about interfaces.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I will take this to the team to give you any feedback on the interface if you have any.
That's perfect because we were also requiring a lot of feedback uh, by our customers, be B2C, B2B, though we'll never.
Okay. How much of a share of your customers are B2C clients? Because from my perspective, it's mostly B2B procedures, but some users may be very thorough with their checks.
Well, we have more than 10,000 regular monthly users for the moment. These are private users, but it could be like smaller businesses. So you never know whether it's one founder company who are running its own smaller platform or exchanges, and they're just using our private software where we don't have KYC, so we just don't understand if it's business or private person. And regarding B2B, I can't call you proper numbers, but I would say hundreds, less than private users, of course. But in terms of our focus and the revenue, of course, B2B.
Okay.
Of course, companies, of course, exchanges and platforms like yours.
Yes, that's quite understandable. So, back to regulations. No, actually, let's go back to the money laundering. So, could you please share an example, maybe anonymous, if you could, of how BitOK system successfully detected suspicious activity and maybe prevented a potential issue, like some sort of investigation you could share?
I can call the numbers. We succeeded on saving hundreds of millions of dollars during the last 2 years because they were heavily associated with sanctions, stolen funds, seized funds, terrorism financing, and other bad stuff. How we do that? We have our own algorithms and heuristics, which helps us to track and label illicit addresses and associated addresses with them, and to put inside our system so our clients can benefit out of that. If we wouldn't make this job, our clients would have been facing some big troubles.
Okay, thank you so much. So now back to regulations. So crypto regulations, they're evolving quickly, like at a very fast pace. So how does BitOK keeps the solutions up to date with the change in requirements?
I would change your question because it's not working the way like that because we are there is a huge lack of regulations, and it's not a challenge for us to be compliant with the worldwide AML regulations because there is no AML regulations. There are some, but in general there is nothing, and we as a tech company, as a product company, we are much more in the front of the things which are happening. So it's not a question for us being like compliant with nothing.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Well, from the client point of view, the regulations are kind of, still a big thing, and a lot of users get affected by
Yes,
it.
of course. And bad thing here is that there are not so many rules regarding how uh, how in details how should KYT, like know your transaction procedures, should be done in the licensed company. They are just general requirements, and we are perfectly fit for these requirements for sure. But it's not enough, I think. So from client's point of view, it's all quite well. I mean, if you are under Mika, for example, you are under IMLD and the like specific rules for IML service providers, and we can be there, we can do the job. But some other companies can do the same and go to the wider audience and say we are compliant with Mika. That's bullshit because there are not so many rules, you understand. So we and like smaller AML company can stand in the front of each other and telling same things. That's the best story for me. So I would go with a sort of a maybe deeper requirements or a little bit licensing for AML companies, but it's not the time though.
Okay, I understand better now. So, to wrap this up, I want to ask you the question about the future of BitOK. So, looking ahead, what are the next features on the roadmap, like new features, improvements that will make platforms like us, for example, like EarnPark, more safe?
Okay, so the first thing we are relying on is the speed. So we are thoughtfully building the brand new feature which helps to verify wallets, not transfers, but wallets, much more faster. That's the first thing. The second thing is what I've already mentioned, new blockchains, which are Ton and Solana at first, and then some layer two networks, maybe Base as well. So Base is really important. And the third thing, some new features in our graphs, which helps to track illicit funds and make sort of intuitive investigations and stuff. And it's all for this year. So by the end of the year, which is cool for you as the client.
Yes, it's very cool, especially the speed of the checks is very
Yes,
important.
that's important because I should mention one thing here is that for us we should decide what is more important for us, the speed or the quality of the data. And if you make like 100% uh, proper calculations on the risk level and the exposure, all the associated risk with some of the categories and stuff, you should choose between quality and speed. And it's kind of the ratio for us. So we now work on the engineering and mathematical uh, task to make it quick and concrete at the same time. And that's, it's very challenging for us. But we are in the middle of making this in this year already.
That sounds great. Yes, that does sound very challenging. And to me as a client, probably I would like appreciate the option where I could choose myself if I want a check to be fast or if I want to be like 100% accurate, maybe.
No, that's kind of it looks like a new headache for me because that would be, two different products in
Uh,
in in, in one box. So you can decide. It's we who decide, and you are just you are benefiting out of it, not deciding which parts to buy. That's kind of interesting engineering approach. Unfortunately, we can't do that because the architecture and the code doesn't look like that. You should, in these terms, you have to separate in
it's,
both different directions.
yeah, okay, I understand now. Well, sorry, my idea wasn't to your liking. So, Dmitry, that's it for today. Thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck with the roadmap completion for this year and for all the coming years. So, thank you everyone for watching this episode. If you want more details, check the links in the description, join the community, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and catch the next episode where we'll talk about more of EarnPark's AML framework with Dmitry as well. Thank you.